Good morning and welcome to a wet and rainy Vlogmas Day 8. It is my best friend's birthday today, and I am hoping that the package I mailed her last week arrives in time for her special day. Another parcel I mailed the same day did reach its destination, so fingers crossed. As far as I know, it's going to be another rather uneventful day, but I did want to pop in and show you the progress on my Advent projects and open my mini for day 8. So my socks are all caught up. I did these stripes this morning, so I'm not sure how good the light is because these two almost look like they're the same color, and they're not. Anyway, this is a beautiful movie pink, so I've got that done on both socks. And I have completed my stripe for my cowl also. I did that just before I went to bed last night. I put the last stitches in, so that is also coming along nicely. Finally getting the hang of this one. I was sometimes increasing at the end of the second row by mistake, and then it would throw my count off for the next pattern row. So I think I was doing that because another project that I was working on before, I had to increase at the end of the wrong side row, and I think I was just in the habit of it. So I'm hoping I've nipped that in the bud because it's kind of a nuisance to have to pick back a whole row when you realize you get to the end and you've got an extra stitch and your pattern's not lining up. Anyway, so happy with that. So let's see what day 8 it has in store. So again, there we go, day 8. Another beautiful speckly, whoops. So there it is next to today. So it has that mauvey color. It also has sort of a darker green than this one does. It's got quite a bit of green in there and a little bit of that bright pink also again. So what will tomorrow bring? We'll find out. In the meantime, I'm going to wind this up. Maybe I'll do a row or two, but then I better put it away and do some work on my brother-in-law's socks. I might even cast on my grandson's hat today, just to break it up a little bit. I'm getting a bit tired of those socks, but I am going to concentrate on gift knitting during the day, and then I'll save the Advent knitting for this evening. So not sure what the day has to bring, but I will pop in later if anything exciting happens. So something exciting did happen today. The post office just brought this nice big box. It is my Nitpicks order that I placed a couple of weeks ago. I've gone ahead and slid open the box, but I haven't unpacked it yet. Thought that would be fun to do with you. So I'll give you a little look at what I see when I look down. Look at all that yarny goodness. So all of that yarn is Nitpicks palette, and it is for the Dogwood Blossoms cardigan. And I mentioned a couple of weeks ago on one of my regular episodes that I had ordered all the colors for one of the 2 original samples, but the pattern booklet that I downloaded only contained the charts for the most recent color palettes, and I thought I was going to have to do some clever substitution, But then I contacted Nitpicks and they very kindly sent me the instructions for the original. So I don't have to do any guesswork or any figuring out. So I'm really excited. I'm going to start this in the new year. If I remember, I will pop up a picture on one side or the other, or just in the middle of this, to show those of you who don't know what the Dogwood Blossoms cardigan looks like. So I've got all that yarn, and then yeah, I'd forgotten I had ordered a set of crochet hooks. I do have some old arrow crochet hooks. I have a few of them that are missing, and I've never used one that has some handles like this. I've only used ones that look like the traditional crochet hook like that. So I'm anxious to try those out. And look how pretty the colors are. I also ordered some Tapestry needles. These are my very favorite needles for sewing up heavier weight yarns. So even though I have a couple, it never hurts to have a couple more, because the odd time it goes gets waylaid. And then what I'm also really excited about is they had the Nitpicks Prism needles on for a really good set, the interchangeables. So I went ahead and ordered those. I really like knitting with metal needles, and I really like having interchangeable sets. And I thought the price was right. I was going to give this a try. And then I also ordered a case that is for storing them in. So that's quite a nice zippered case. So I think it's nicer than trying to keep them in this little plastic case here. So I'll just take a quick peek. I can't remember if there was anything else, if anything buried under all this yarn. Nope, doesn't look like it here. Let me give you another look at all the yarn. Doesn't it look pretty? So I'm going to go unpack these needles and put them in their new case, and then I'm gonna cast on my grandson's hat, and I can probably try out my new needles doing that. I have spotted a heron in the field behind us. So I think he's grooming, but he will hopefully poke up his head there. He's right in the middle, it's hard to tell. Oh, there you can see, maybe he's eating something. That would be a great blue heron. Oh, I'm glad you're getting a good look at it. You may be able to hear the neighbor's downspout that is pouring down. I personally really like the sound of that, especially if I'm trying to go to sleep at night. Guess he's fishing. Or maybe there's something to eat, grubs or something. This field would normally be dry. It just tends to collect water when it rains a lot. Sometimes we have ducks that land in there too. It looks like it's finding something anyway.